All right, welcome back to Ground Floor, where we talk to students that are building something, creating something, doing something promising before the rest of the world gets to see it. Today I'm here with Arba McCullough.
Neto, yeah.
Neto.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Davis. Neto, founder of the Blazer Racing Club, UAB alumni, and currently serving as a U.S. Army military police officer.
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate you coming.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So first, I just want to give everybody the rundown on who you are and what you got going on right now. So just give them a little background on you and what you do.
So, I just graduated from UAB. It's kind of in that weird phase of like, there's no assignments to do, so I'm just going out and traveling right now. Going back to my friends, my family, kind of getting that all out of my system before I leave off for Fort Leonard Wood.
Okay, and where your family at?
It's just me and my dad. We live here.
Okay.
But my dad's side of the family's up in Oregon. My mom's side of the family's down in Brazil.
Okay.
So those two places are where we're going to be over the summer.
Okay, so Brazil over the summer.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So Brazil, Oregon, right?
Yeah.
What took you from Brazil, Oregon, and then brought you to UAB?
So, long story short, I was born in Brazil. Dad took me to the United States, gave me an American education. My parents divorced. And so I was raised in Oklahoma, really, for most of my childhood. That's where his business was, that's what he did.
Yeah.
So I was raised in Oklahoma up until about junior or freshman year of high school. And had a transition period as my dad moved from Oklahoma to Alabama. That's just, the business took him.
Yeah.
And then I've stayed here in Alabama since junior year of high school. So my dad, as I graduated high school, they're like, hey, you either go to Auburn or Alabama. And I was like, I just want to stay close by because my dad was sick at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, UAB's just down the road. I made the choice and I'll start off with music. So
that
was my major at first.
Music
Yep, I was going to be a music tech, so I wanted to do production and so that's what I did. First 2 years that was great, but I didn't come from like a music background, so they were very stingy, and I didn't agree with that, so I decided to jump ship and go to entrepreneurship.
Oh, okay. So
it's a roller coaster.
You swapped from the music program to entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Was that like an overnight decision, or it took time to get there?
I mean, it was like, I did music because it's something I love, and then both of my parents are entrepreneurs. So they were just like, I was like, okay, well, might as well. And matter of fact, I met Dr. Murphy like finals week of like my second year, and I'm like, I screw music, and he's like, what's really cool? You should do entrepreneurship. And I'm like, he gave me the whole 60-second pitch, and I was like, I'll bite. So switched over the next semester and started that.
Yeah. So that was Dr. Patrick Murphy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, what a guy. So that makes sense. All right. Military.
Yes.
When did that start? Did that start in college? Did it start before college?
Played too many video games when I was a kid, so I was like, I want to be a hero, I want to be a soldier. Call of Duty, Halo, all those things, and like.
Call of Duty, baby. What was your favorite Call of Duty?
Modern Warfare 2, OG, not the new stuff.
Ooh.
Bro, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, Noob 2. It's run Nuketown all the time. Man, those good times. It's crazy because like 2012, 2009, like I was a kid, but those were my games, and I'm like, I want to do that. And so ever since I was like 12, I was like, okay, I'm gonna join the military.
Right.
Nobody in my family had done it.
Yeah.
Nobody had gone and finished college. Right. Nobody had become an officer. So like, literally, all of this was just like my parents going like, you got it, and just.
Yeah, so they did so your parents were really encouraging you.
Yes.
The whole process.
Very, very supportive throughout the whole way. Granted, they were divorced, but still I got support from both my mom and dad.
So are both of your parents pretty disciplined? Or is that more one side than the other?
They come from two very different walks of life.
True.
My mom came from the favelas. My dad came from just your average boomer family. He's much older. He had me when he was older. I'm gonna get that. So he had already experienced life.
Right.
My mom was much younger. She hadn't really gone through that phase, but she had a rough life growing up. So they met, married, had me, raised me up, parted ways, but still kept in touch. And because of me, they came together to support me, even though that they were divorced.
Right.
My dad had spent all his life doing old rich white dude stuff. Like, he traveled the world, did a lot of bingo games, did a lot of building and owning apartments and building companies and stuff like that. That was kind of his trait, right? Just serial entrepreneur, always hardworking.
We love
and that discipline is what grew me up to be like, hey, entrepreneurship is like what I want to do. I come from that family, business minded.
So basically, you would say like your upbringing had a big impact on the discipline and mindset that you have now.
Yes.
But you'd say maybe you got your passion from your mom.
Yes, very much.
And the entrepreneurial go-get-it side from your dad.
Yeah. My mom, just again, long story short,
Yeah.
rags to riches story. She grew up in the favelas. Literally was like on the street at 14, and then by like 26, she had a kid, but she was like on her way to be like a co-founder for a financial firm that like blew up, right? So she was very big into the startup industry in Brazil. Co-founded Yugo, which is a Brazilian banking firm, and was very entrepreneurial. Like she, went from literally rags to walking in a suit in downtown São Paulo.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think this is like one of those times where I have to pause and be like, sometimes, and I say this for people who watch this who aren't in a situation where their life or their mindset looks like, I'm going to be this serial entrepreneur, I'm going to be this great, big, whatever. Sometimes it is very necessary for people to crawl so other people can walk, for other people to run.
Yes.
And going from your mom at 14 being on the street, like she had to crawl for you to run.
Yes.
And
very
now
much so.
you're running.
Yeah.
Right? So I just have to pause and say that because I think there are a lot of people who see stuff like this that don't get that.
Right.
They don't get to hear that what they're doing, their crawling is meaningful.
Right.
And it has an impact later on.
Yes.
Think about how many people 100 years ago were like sitting in coal mines making like a couple dollars.
Right.
For their kids to now be serial entrepreneurs or, hedge funds, trust funds, whatever.
Yeah.
So I have to do that. Let's go into your college experience.
Yeah.
Freshman year, you're coming in fresh. Had you had any type of college-like experience before? Maybe even partying, right?
I was
part of college too.
So the only college education my dad got, associates. My mom went to university here in the United States, but dropped out. So they never finished like a bachelor's degree.
Okay.
And so like going into it, like gonna be honest, I had the worst grades known to man.
Yeah.
Academia was not my thing. It still isn't my thing. I'm the person of like, hey, throw the textbook out, let's get hands on, let's start doing this, let's run the repetitions. Physical. Because that's just how I learn. I prefer that. So coming into college, I didn't exactly go through the red tape and so a lot of the very tedious tasks. Grades suffered as a result, but when I went to music, though I wasn't the best in theory, I was at home writing songs. I was at home playing on the piano. I was making music. That's like I was doing what I wanted to do rather than what the school wanted. Kind of, foreshadowing to why I separated from music. But I loved the environment of the music school. I did 5 years. First 2 at music, they had a board and they were just like, hey, look, you got to redo this. And I was like, I really don't want to do that. So you can kick rocks.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, what do I do now? So like, what I came to do or what I came to college to do because I loved it was now broken, right? Because like they ruined it for me. Now it's like, okay, well, I do finance. Do I do like medical? Do I do something? And I didn't have an answer to that. All I knew was my parents came from business. We sat down and talked about it, and it's like, hey, look, you come from this line of work. Your parents come from this line of work. This was just natural to give it a try. Listen to Dr. Murphy. Kind of lined up what is something I can do, and then business and entrepreneurship was kind of that focal point. So I went into that 3 years, ended with like a little bit of a difference. I didn't graduate with an entrepreneurship degree because of some issues and some of my own misgivings of academia. So I had to settle for a general studies degree, but I think it's fine. It's not an average thing, but it's not. I think it's unique.
It is unique.
Long story short was like Army needed me to graduate at a specific time. And then I only had so many credits. If I wanted to finish the entrepreneurship degree, I had to stay another year. Yeah. So they were just like, look, we can't do this. Just get the general studies degree and then let's get you going. And that's what I want to do. I'm thankful that I took that decision. Right. But it was a very split second last semester, like within this semester. I just finished. I had to like, okay, let's just do general studies. Yeah. So yeah, I graduated with the general studies and bachelor in general studies. And I feel like that perfectly encapsulates my college experience. It's just general studies. I did all of college. Literally. I got my degree. I mean, I think that's all that matters to people at the end of the day. Yeah. But to me, it matters because I went there to learn and had the opportunity to grow, to make mistakes, to really figure out everything about growing up. Because I was there from 18, 19 to 22, 23. Yeah. So like, that's a long time of mental maturity, emotional maturity. True, very true.
So entrepreneurship program, Dr. Patrick Murphy. Yeah. We love you, Mr. Weir. So is that where the Blazer Racing Club came from? Or was that where did that come from?
So the Blazer Racing Club came from a passion within my heart. I saw the Formula One movie last summer. Yeah, Brad Pitt, yeah. I saw that movie last summer. That's it. I was with my mom. Like, let's go watch this Formula One movie. She watched Senna back in the 80s and 90s. Like, that was her. And so like I saw that, and then something inside me clicked. And then I just realized how much of like racing and cars and all that stuff came back to me. And we're like, okay, like something's different. So we went to Barber Motorsports Park. Love this place. Yeah. The day after I watched the movie, and it just so happened to have a track day. So cars were going on track, doing a crazy thing, and my mom was like, I talked you into getting a ride. And one of the instructors was like, yeah, $25, sign this little thing,
shout out to your mom, that's cool.
Yeah, and thank you, Mom. We went like 120 in that Porsche, going around Barbers, and I'm like hanging on for dear life. And I'm like then the guy was pushing the cart so hard that he snapped the CV arm, or CV joint axle, control arm. And then the car went off, and I'm like, even though we almost wrecked the car, right? I was like, this is what I want to do. This is awesome. This is it. So after that, it was just passion, and the passion kept me coming, networking, like everything that culminated at that point. I'm like, hey, this is what I want to do as a business. Yeah. I'm like, what is the business side of this? Because you can be a racing driver, of course, but everybody else makes money except the driver. Right. So from a business perspective, how do we turn that into something that the community can get behind? Right. Blazer Racing Club was that idea. I pitched it to Dr. Murphy. He said, great, but you need to refine it, and I need some support. You need to find some support. Yeah. So that whole semester was just me going out, networking, trying to pitch it. Yeah. Well, it wasn't him. It was just a circumstance in which, like, if I want to get his approval, if I want to get his, like, signing off on it, his blessing, you have to find a way to make it work. And the thing that I love about Dr. Murphy and good leaders in general is just they will not micromanage. They'll say, hey, look, you need to do this. Everything else is up to you. And whether or not that happens is entirely up to you. That I felt like the responsibility that I needed to go do this in order to make this work.
Yeah, just so everybody at home knows, like, that's 100% what we do. Yeah. Like, I will hire somebody. Yeah. Do your job. Yeah. Like, it's within this description. This is your job. I shouldn't tell you what to do. Right. Because that's not my job. Right. My job is to give you your job. Right. And for you to do that. Right. Now, like, is there, some teeter back and forth with that or whatever? Yeah. Sure. But, like, I'm going to be honest, I'm one of those difficult people to work for if people need a lot of direction. You know what I mean? Right. Which is fine. We also have people who can give them direction. Right. That's their job. Right. Right. But for me, I really enjoy people who like what you did. Mm-hmm. Okay, I have to make this work. He's not telling me how it's going to work. Right. But I'm going to figure it out. Right. And you did, and now you have something that's lasting. So would you say starting it was harder or keeping it alive?
It was like, I think the starting it was like, I know it's going to work, but it's like, how do I get it to do what I want it to do?
Yeah.
Like, what is the vision that I want to achieve with this?
Right.
And so what are the steps? You literally have to like walk your own stairs to get to where you want to go. Like, or you have to map out your own stairs, right? Figure out your systems, your processes, your networks, who to talk to. And thankfully, motorsports in of itself is a very relationship-based sport. So it's all one thing of like, not scratching people's back, but it's like getting to know somebody that knows somebody to get you to where you want to go. And that's crucial, and that goes for all of business.
It does.
So I had to find my own network. I had to do my own networking to get to where I needed to get the answers that I needed to fulfill that process.
Absolutely. I want to get in the military because you said general studies.
Yeah.
Right, and that was because you didn't have that extra year.
Right.
So what did the military need from you specifically? Like, what is your role? Are you going to deploy somewhere in a certain amount of time? What's up with that?
So, unfortunately, like, me signing the papers with Uncle Sam was far before I started Blazer Racing Club. So I already had an obligation.
Correct.
So, pending my graduation from college, I then served Uncle Sam for a minimum of 8 years. 4 years active duty at least, a total of 8 years.
Yeah.
That's within my contract.
Cool.
There's no qualms against it.
Right.
It's just that the closer I got to it, the more refined of like, hey, this is your job. I didn't get the job that I wanted, which was infantry, armor. I want to do combat arms. I want to kick down doors, right?
Yeah.
The usual thing. But real life is starting to get in my way, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't do the best, and the Army rewarded me for it because I didn't get the branch of choice. I got military police. Never been on my mind. I was never kind of a law enforcement type of dude.
MP.
MPs, yeah. But military, let's just say it as it is. It's like you're there to do a job. You're serving this country.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to do that as a kid before this racing stuff kicked off. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the opportunity to do that.
Right.
And I serve with pleasure.
Right.
And that's the role as a leader. Is I'll be second lieutenant. I'll be a platoon leader. My job is to lead and all the responsibilities that come with that.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that the culmination of my college experience has given me the opportunity to learn how to lead men and women, and do so with the understanding to always grow and mature and stay curious going forward.
Has the military stuff changed any of your like short or long term goals?
Yes.
Okay.
Because as I discovered my love for racing within the last year of college, I realized like, okay, this is a passion that will not go away. No matter how far I push it, I have an obligation in the military, that's for sure. But this is not something that will, like, I go to bed and then I can't sleep at night. I've never had issues sleeping, but I can't go to sleep at night if there's something about racing on my mind.
Gotcha.
It's an obsession. Yeah. And I'm happy to say that because that's what pushed me so hard to get this Blazer Racing Club off the ground.
Right.
To find out who to network, where to go, where to be at, be present, and to get that where I wanted to go. But yes, I have to do 4 years. But thankfully, I know guys who are serving active duty that still do racing on the side.
Right.
I met a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force who was a TCR champion, like a racing champion, while serving active duty.
Right.
This dude was Special Forces Air Force.
Oh, very
so like, PJs and all that, dude.
You can do it. Yeah,
you can do it.
You can do it.
So that's given me a lot of inspiration.
All right, so let me ask you this. Everybody has that, this is what I want at the end, right? For you, like, legacy-wise, right? You're still super young.
Yeah.
Right? Got the horror still, like, bad. Like, but right now, in this moment, what would be the legacy that you want to leave behind?
I want to leave behind a legacy that inspires people to continue pursuing what they want to do. Now, what they want to do may not be like, the process is what you need to be all behind. It's about the road. It's about the path. It's not about the end goal.
Right.
Because the end goal and the circumstances will always change.
Right.
If you enjoy and you live and you love every step of the way that you take through college, through school, through jobs, through business, through whatever you're doing, and you enjoy every step of the way with the people that you're closest with, to live your life to the fullest extent, then you've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You can be happy and live with no regrets. I want to inspire people to do the same.
Right.
Whatever it is you want to do,
right.
keep that goal in mind, but understand that it may not be what you think it is at the end. But when you look back and you see the road that you've traveled,
right.
it was a life worth living.
Right. So I want to piggyback off of that real quick because I want you to answer something else related. But
Sure.
up until this point, do you feel like you've learned what you just said, that you've learned that? Or do you feel as if like this is low-key always been how you felt about it?
It's how I've always felt. As a person that I have super big dreams. My parents, for circumstances that be, they told me that you can do anything you want, so long as you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Never in my mind and my heart has there been a doubt that I can't achieve what I don't want. If I want it, I'll get it.
Right.
It does take a lot of work. It does take a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get where you want to be. But it's completely achievable if you want it.
Yeah.
So it's never been like, oh, can I do this? It's like, why not?
Yeah,
why can't I do this?
I like this guy. Yeah.
I just never thought I couldn't.
Yeah, I think you got it. And I think it's important to see people like you.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are a lot of young people coming out of college, man, that great heads,
Yeah.
right? But they're not fully there yet. They don't really get the road. They don't want the road. They can say it. They may say it. They may have heard it on a video.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is they don't want the road.
And let me don't confuse this with like, oh, it's just easy, It takes so much sacrifice of your future, of what you think's gonna go right to get to where you want to be. But you understand that at the end of that, it's worth it. So it's not to say that it's just, oh, it's a mindset thing, or it's just your circumstance. We all come from different places.
Yeah.
But you can change. You are in control of your own life.
Yeah.
You are completely accountable for your own choices.
Right.
What you do with your life is completely up to you.
Right.
Responsibility and ownership is, I think, not a focal point that people think about a lot. Because I think we're too quick to blame the powers that be upon our own failures or our own circumstances.
That's a good one.
And we kind of subconsciously think or put ourselves into a box that we can't do certain things. And that's just the way it is. But your mindset has to be resilient enough to overcome that, to say, despite that, I will continue forward.
Yeah. Okay, look, I want to end this off with, I think last episode we did like a questionnaire, but I think you've given so much good advice already that I won't do it the same way I did it last time. I really would just give you an opportunity to talk to the people either in your shoes or just that are going to college, have no idea what they're doing, their family members didn't go.
Yeah.
They may not even have had the entrepreneurial side. Right. They are completely confused, but they know that they want to at least go to college. What would you say to them?
So I would say just continue, just despite everything. And not saying no when to call it quits, but understanding your priorities. Is this what you want? At times I thought that college was not for me. I wanted to drop out. I didn't think it was worth the time. It's not worth the sacrifice. It's not worth the finances. But based on what I wanted to do, which is the military, you need to have a college degree. You can't quit on that.
Right.
I've already signed the papers, right? So that was what kept me going. What is your accountability that keeps you going to where you want to go? Whether it be a contract, whether it be an obligation, whether it be an oath, whether it be a person.
Find your why.
Find your why. Have something or someone to keep you accountable, and then continue going to where you want to go. That may change.
Yeah.
But again, the process is within the path. As long as you keep going down that road, keep everything within your line of sight, right? You're short, near, and far.
Yeah.
And you will eventually be to where you can enjoy that and then be proud of what you've done.
So. And it's great. Tell me this though. You said all that, right?
Yeah.
outside of that, what would be the last thing you would say then? Because that's great, and it applies to exactly what they'll do when they get into school and when they hit those hard moments of, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
They can pull out that accountability. But like, outside of that, right? What are like give me maybe a real life example of like you really hit rock bottom, right? For me, I had a point before I crossed my threshold where I wanted to quit.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to quit so bad.
Yeah.
So bad, you have no idea. I don't know what made me keep going, to be honest. I can't tell you I have that why.
Right.
I just know I couldn't quit.
Right.
I lost my mind a little bit over probably 2 to 3 weeks, like, just to be quite honest. What helped me in those moments, yoga, meditation, maybe talking to a couple people that I needed. Maybe didn't help me with what I was doing exactly.
Right.
The entrepreneurship and this and that. But it did help me to keep my mind a little bit sane. Yeah. Enough to continue the path. Yeah. And then I broke through maybe a month after.
Of course.
Right. What was your, besides the contract, right? Because the contract could be cool. Right. But like, what was in your brain in those moments?
So, my support system, which is my mom and my dad. Yeah. I cannot be here without them, quite literally. But, I would call them after a bad test, bawling my eyes out, seeing my grades, failing another class, saying like, this really isn't for me. I don't like this. I don't want this. This is too much. Mm-hmm. And they were like, we're here. We love you. We support you, but you got to keep going. Yeah. If not for us, for yourself. And it's always been about self-discovery. That why is like, I'm doing this not just for my parents, not for my name, but for myself. And that support system is why I'm still here. My parents. Now for other people, maybe other things.
Yeah. But that was what it was for you. Yeah. That's awesome.
There's one more thing I wanted to say. Yeah. And it just escaped my mind, but I think I might get it. It's going to be a roller coaster, and it was for me. It is for everyone.
Yeah, it is.
But that support system, they may change. Yeah. It may be your mom and dad for right now. It is for me. Mm-hmm. But going forward, it might be somebody else. It might be your significant other. It might be your friends. Mm-hmm. It might be your workplace. It depends. That support system may change. So just understand that, because I'm going to the next phase of my life where I may not have my mom and dad standing side by side. Right. So I need to find my new support system. I need to find my place to be secure and to be able to be vulnerable. Yeah. Because when I am my weakest, that's when I find that like deep down I prioritize everything again, like rearrange all my whys. Mm-hmm. To do like, is this what I want? Okay, what's the next step? And it may be to where that's where you thrive. Like for me, I thrive in chaos. I thrive in uncertainty. Mm-hmm. Because now everything becomes quiet, becomes hollow, and I can figure it out of like, this is what's important. Yeah. And then go from there, just step by step by step. But
you can always call me, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
I want to thank you for coming.
Of course. Thanks.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for giving me a platform, man.
Yeah, appreciate of course. It. So actually, cool enough, platform is yours, man. Take 30 seconds to give me your Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever you got.
Cool. Well, you can follow me on Instagram at arba.mccullough. I post there pretty much all the time. I'm on it. You can contact me there. I got LinkedIn as well, Arba McCullough. There's no other name like that, but Blazer Racing Club, please follow that. Our Instagram is Blazer Racing Club. Our LinkedIn is Blazer Racing Club, and we'll be putting other socials out there, but those are our two main ones. I really want to preface that this is a passion project. This is for the community of Birmingham, and I want to come back here after my time in service and give back to Birmingham after it's done a lot for me, and hope to stay here, plant my roots, and really live in George Barber's legacy, because I know he did a lot for this community, and I want to replicate that and hopefully take the torch and keep going with it.
Hey man, that's awesome. I hope you got a lot from this. This has been Ground Floor.